We made quick eye contact, smiled. Then I had to get off the train. So imagine. So that's a tame one. That's a very tame one. Dude, you guys are in for some shit.
Oh my God. Way creepier than I thought.
They're so much creepier than I thought. Welcome back to another episode of Just One Fern. Luke's and I here to do a whole lot of talking about a whole lot of nothing. And it's summertime, which means I'm going to start wearing bright colors for attention.
And you have my attention, brother.
You're welcome.
You look great.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You also look great. We're kind of matching.
Thank you. Yeah?
Yeah, because look at the blue on your shirt is the exact blue that's my
Oh.
shirt. Look at that.
Look at that.
We're matching.
And the orange in my shirt is the exact same orange.
That's red.
Nope.
Yep. That's red.
Looks pretty burnt orange to me.
That's pretty red to me. Burnt orange? Buddy, you don't know burnt. You don't know your burnt colors.
Are there more than one?
Yeah.
So there's burnt blue?
Yeah. You've never seen burnt blue?
You're making that up.
Nope.
Because I made it up.
Burnt blue is just navy.
Burnt yellow.
Yep, mustard.
Burnt green.
Forest.
Burnt purple. He's running out of vocabulary.
Violet? No.
Are you just saying the darker color?
Periwinkle. Which I think is more of a pink, actually.
Are you just saying darker colors?
Yes.
Does burnt mean a darker?
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
Then yeah.
But no, I think burnt orange is just like more of a brown orange. And that
It's a red orange.
is a red.
Orange.
Red.
It's an orange that is
That
a
would
little
be
red.
That'd be red.
Well,
That's more on
I'll wait for Aaron to color correct this later in post, so I'm wrong. But for now, you'll have to take our word for
I
it.
shockingly don't do that.
You don't do any?
Color correcting? I mean, I adjust a little bit, but not.
Right. Okay. You won't like change my shirt to be a different color.
No, but now I want to.
It'd be fun if you could get away with it.
I would get away with it.
You and your dog. You're talking
You
dog.
and your little dog. Oh. Speaking of colors and mustard,
We just put out a skit.
we just put out a skit. And it is something.
I think it's really funny. I think it's really funny.
I think it's hysterical.
Me and Aaron kind of switch roles. I play the straight man, and Aaron's
Mhm.
like the crazy dude.
I'm the crazy man.
And he does a good job.
I gave it all I had.
I had a really hard time filming it and not laughing.
Yeah, you did,
And I did
It's in
laugh.
there.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it out. But it was great. It was
good.
very fun to film.
We did it in our
The green
kitchen.
screen is terrible.
We used a picnic blanket as
The
a green
back of my
screen.
picnic blanket, yeah, which is just a bright green, which worked.
Yeah, it actually seemed to work pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't a perfect green screen, but I think
No, I had to color key like 5 different shades of green out of it because the lighting
Yeah.
was different on every single like corner of the blanket. But it was good. It was a great time, and I want it to do really well. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's very insane.
it is insane. With mustard.
With mustard.
Aaron tries to bring mustard on the plane. That's the
That's
skit.
the whole point. Is I try to bring mustard on the plane.
What do we call
it's
it?
too much. TSA meltdown.
TSA meltdown.
Which what it was. That is what it was. I've never like seen a real TSA meltdown, but I assume that's what it's like.
It is. My mom had one.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd she do?
Not at TSA, but at the gate, because we was like we were on Southwest and they overbooked their flights
Oh.
because you don't have assigned seats.
Yeah.
They just say, okay, you buy a ticket for the flight, and they overbooked it. And we checked in a little late, and they're like, sorry, we're bumping you from the flight. And we were on our way to fly down to Florida to get on a cruise ship for my parents' like 40th or 20th anniversary, something like that. I think it was their 20th.
It
Couldn't be 40th
can't be 40.
because they're not 60.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Everyone, if you're watching this, call 911.
Hello.
What?
Allow me entry.
What?
Allow me entry instantly.
What? Lucas.
I gotta take a poop on your floor. Can you let me in?
All right, we're rolling.
Amazing.
Cool.
I'm so glad you have a microphone.
Dude, I'm so glad.
That is sweet.
This is such an upgrade.
This is huge.
This is such an upgrade.
Hey,
This could be
Max.
It
big.
works so well.
Thank you. What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little sweaty. I'm reiterating what I just said earlier
Yeah.
before. I don't know if we're starting or
No,
what.
we're in.
I don't know
We're in.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
in. now.
We're jumping right back
Max
in.
is here.
Max is here.
Hi.
He's sweaty as hell. I can see it perspirating off you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sweaty.
Yeah,
You
your
also-
pores are open.
You have like a stripe across your
Because I was
forehead.
wearing my
Your bag.
my hat.
You
My
have a hat?
trucker cap.
Your trucker
I
cap.
like your trucker cap
Thank
quite
you.
a bit.
Thank you.
It's pointy.
Cool.
It's
Do you
my
like
only
the
hat.
point?
Pointy?
The point on the trucker hat. You know how it comes to a point at the top?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
See how there's a
It's
point?
curved. Oh, the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what makes it a trucker hat.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
It's a little high up on the head.
Yeah,
but
look
it's
at
very
that.
sweaty.
It's
It's,
like
it's catching
yeah.
all the sweat from my
Like
forehead.
the guys
It's
that
drenched.
like put their hat just on their head.
Yeah, no, they
I love just the little just a little bit.
One
I'm
day
into
I
it.
hope it'll find their head. Someday.
Someday it'll
Someday
settle in.
gravity will help
Max,
it out.
you don't know sweaty. My
No, you
dad
don't
used
know.
to come in like from doing yard work
Oh,
or
drenched.
literally just wearing it around the house. I
Yeah.
don't know how he sweats this much.
Can I get some coffee? Also?
Yeah,
Give me
yeah,
some
we got a
coffee.
whole pot, a whole
Oh,
pot.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding. The outside of it was drenched in sweat.
The outside of the
Like
what do you
it
mean?
wasn't like, you know how like when you get a sweaty hat, it's like the inside brim
Yeah,
part?
oh, the outside.
I mean, like the
As if he
outside,
was in the rain.
the outermost tip of like the bill that comes out was wet, and it always is.
and it's not raining.
If you're
it's just
listening,
this-
you know what I'm talking about, and you think that's normal. It's not. Nobody has that issue. It's gross.
That's so
You
funny.
could probably light it on fire. I bet it's so
Man, that's good
stocked
coffee.
full of electrolytes. It would like
Yeah,
it would be radiated or something.
I-
It'd start clicking.
dude, I think I'm gonna reach that point in my life. I really do.
You're gonna be
Because I am so sweaty already, and then
He's
as I
sweaty
get
already.
older, I'm gonna get
Knees
way,
weak, knocking
way
to
more
Getty.
sweaty. Are you doing Eminem? You're doing Eminem
I'm no.
on this podcast. You're doing Eminem.
I know how much it would make sense if you loved him, but I'm glad you don't.
What do you
I-
mean it would make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Wait, what does that mean?
The hell are you talking about?
Why do you hate me like that?
It's
No,
white
you
guys
don't.
either like Eminem or they like Macklemore, and you like Macklemore, and I appreciate that about you.
Do we have to Do we have to choose one?
You gotta choose one, and
You have
or
to choose
like
one.
or Lil
I'm-
Dicky maybe.
I'm actually an Eminem guy myself, and I think that makes sense for me.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I just wasn't allowed to listen.
I think
to
I
Eminem.
have to be Eminem because I had an Eminem phase. I did
Right.
not have a Macklemore
You're white.
phase.
Yeah.
I
had a
did.
Macklemore
I did
phase
have a
in high
phase where I
school.
memorized almost the entire Marshall Mathers EP.
Oh my god,
I had almost the whole thing down. It was crazy.
that's really
I went
impressive.
through a thing.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Did you like perform it?
I never actually performed it, but internally I was performing in my
Yeah.
head, walking home from school.
Yeah,
You
dude.
know, listening to
Yeah.
like I'm like fucking 12 years old.
That's incredible.
Dude, I would do that.
My parents don't know I'm listening to this right now.
My all of my babysitters were like Republicans. Not all of them, but like most of them. So
Yeah,
like,
I know that vibe.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
because you do what you can in a small town.
Mhm.
Parents gotta have alone time.
Right.
And they would always have the country station on, and I'm realizing now how much that is like. How much of that is in my musical core that I just ignored? And like all these memories flooding back to me of like them driving me around and I'm in the back seat and it's raining
Yeah.
and like Tim McGraw's "Live Like You're Dying's" playing and I'm my head's against the window pane. And I'm like,
Pretending like you're the main character in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yes,
living
yes.
like I'm dying.
yeah.
Oh, he's so right.
Which,
He's
by
so
the way,
right.
is the best fucking song ever. The song rules. I love that song so much. I don't know if you saw my TikTok, but I
saw your
love
TikTok.
that
It's good.
song.
It is
I
a good
love
song.
it.
It's
I think it's so good. I mean,
McGraw's on tour right
it's
now.
got
you
its
know
country thing. Is he?
That? Yeah.
Ian McGraw?
No, Tim.
Tim
Why
McGraw.
did I hear Ian?
No, I said McGraw.
Oh. But
I just said McGraw. I didn't say first.
No,
name.
you said McGraw. Do you know McGraw?
I said, do you know McGraw's on tour?
And I
anymore?
heard Ian.
Well, but again, how? I'm still confused.
Well, I heard Ian.
I'm so confused.
Tim McGraw's acoustic guitar player, Bob Minner, is a Tonewood conspiracy theorist. Check
Is
out
he?
Tone Traveler is a scam on my channel. Yeah, I
Is that
actually
true? He's a
personally called him
conspiracy
out in this
theorist?
video.
Oh, that's awesome.
He has this 1936 Martin,
Yeah.
you know, like perfectly broken in. And
Yeah.
he's like, I still use the Tone Traveler.
No.
On it. I'm like, why?
He's getting paid. Is he getting paid?
No, he paid for it.
What?
Maybe they paid him.
They must
Because he
have.
wrote a stellar review.
Yeah,
He's like an expert flat picker.
I'm sorry.
It's an ad. It's
so
an ad.
weird.
Tonewood is like, it's all based on this ridiculous idea that like, if it's old, it's good. Like,
Yeah,
and he
literally.
has the old guitar.
Don't touch it. What are you doing to
Yeah.
it?
It is
It's
a
done,
relic.
dude. It's
So
cooked.
I prefer my sound to be
It's-
worse.
It's burnt.
Yeah,
I like when my sound is worse. Yeah.
Dude, I think that's one of your best takes about like indie and like guitar head stuff is that like you hear it, like you hear like music that like people like that make or like older music and you're like, it just sounds worse.
It just sounds like it just sounds worse.
Aaron, that blew my mind.
Yeah.
You're like listening to like not the Beatles. Actually, the Beatles, early Beatles are a good example. Like ignoring the song,
Yeah, yeah.
like you hear it and you're like, this actually sounds bad.
Yeah.
Like this recording
Yeah.
it sucks.
No,
It doesn't sound
the Beatles
good,
production
which is so funny.
is really good. It, like
For the time, it's
yes,
incredible.
right,
For the
yeah,
time.
exactly.
But you can only
It's
get so good
Right.
with that
Yes,
technology.
exactly.
You
Yeah.
listen to like Beatles for Sale and you're like, where is the bass?
Yeah,
Where's
yeah.
the kick drum?
Yeah, but then I listen. You're
And
right.
the
I listen
snare
to
is
some
like-
things that I'm like,
Mhm.
it feels like we regressed from that sometimes. Where I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, shouldn't we have gotten better?
Well,
Just
these
blows
people
my mind.
who have heard this, like think it's normal. People have heard this and they think that's normal, like how things are supposed to
Right.
sound.
Yeah.
And then they make it sound that way
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
And I think we do better than some. But
Mm.
so it might just sound bad to people, but it's a stylistic choice. You know, like it can be style.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
no, I know that.
no. But a lot of people don't do it on purpose. Like me when I started recording music, and I'm like, this is just how it's supposed to sound.
Yeah. right.
You
right.
know?
I
Yeah.
think we've hit
Yeah.
a peak in audio fidelity. I
Yeah.
honestly think that everything sounds
Yeah.
so good now. Like
Yeah.
like the Beatles are a good example because they were at a time period where the cost that it took to create high quality,
Yeah.
high fidelity recordings was unbelievable. It was like millions of dollars in today's money. Like you can't do it. Like
Yeah.
even just the speakers they had sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Right.
They couldn't
there's
even
so
hear
many
it right.
bottlenecks of tech.
Yep.
Now now you can have a Bluetooth speaker that sounds better probably than like the systems they were mixing on in the
Yeah.
60s, you know?
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
you can record infinite perfect fidelity digital audio with no hiss and no
Yeah.
noise.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
and then you can
there's-
produce everything in such high quality. Like
Yes,
we've
right.
hit a bottleneck. Like I don't think
Yeah.
audio fidelity can get much better.
You can make
Yeah.
an incredibly clear and beautiful song for basically free now.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Anyone
it's
can
like-
do it in their fucking bedroom.
Yeah, it's amazing.
The only thing I could see getting better is like mixing is gonna get easier, so more songs will sound like better balanced. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the next thing. It's like how right now, like all hardware devices, like computers and shit, aren't getting that much better. Like it's slowing down, but the programs are getting better, and that's
Yeah.
why finally people are putting like stock into AI because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, we can make the software better.
yeah.
The hardware doesn't
Right.
need to be amazing if the software is really good.
Yeah.
It's like a Moore's law. Was that where?
Yeah,
they
Moore's
said,
law.
Hardware capacity was going to double every 10 years or whatever. And
Yeah.
we're starting to hit the plateau
Well, things can
Really?
only get so small. That's the
Yeah.
issue. Like
until we
Physics.
figure out like
Yeah, how to
quantum
get around
computing.
that.
Yeah.
But even that, anyway, that's a whole.
Yeah,
No,
I
and
know. I'm
there's
talking.
this, there's this
about
guy
my ass after this.
on
Yeah.
Instagram that keeps popping up on my feed that it's like the most brilliant idea for a video series I've ever seen, where it's him recording vocals over a track, and it's just his bare vocals, and as it goes on, he shows the plugins that he uses and he adds them in to build a vocal chain until the end is his perfect vocal.
I like
And he
that.
That's a great
shows it
idea.
exactly what he did on every single step. He's like, try this
Wow.
vocal chain. But he does different ones for every video. And he's like,
Ooh.
you can try this for this sound or like this for this sound. And like you can then go back and like look at it yourself and be like, all right, so why did he do this? Like, why did he put it here?
Yeah, right.
So cool.
That's
I
cool.
like that a lot.
I love that.
I like that a lot. I wish it would be kind of cool if he'd give you like all the stems too, like the original like audio files, and then you could go and try to recreate it.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I bet that'd be
Yeah.
really good practice.
That's
Something
yeah.
I would never take the time to do, but
yeah.
but I'm sure for
Some-
somebody that would be good.
Yeah.
Really.
Some aspiring engineer.
It's very cool. And
That's cool.
he'll do like ones where he's trying to mimic other artists too. Like he'll
Yeah.
do a vocal from a song and be like, all right, I'm going to get it as close to what it is in the original track. And then I was like, this is how I did it.
That takes real skill,
Yeah.
dude. To hear a track and be like, and to replicate that's really hard.
It's
It's way harder
Really
than it sounds. Like
Yeah.
I've done that with like guitar. Like I heard a guitar tone, and it's like pretty unique. And I took 3 days to try to get it close, and I just gave up.
yeah.
I was like, it's not gonna happen.
there gets the
Yeah,
point
it's
where you're
just
like,
not gonna
"Ah,
happen.
fuck,
Well,
whatever."
and there's other parts to that too, where you can only get so close before like there's shit where like Motown sound, like a lot of guys are looking for Motown sound, and
Yeah.
it's like you really can't. There are some things where you really can't get the exact tone.
It's artificial.
unless you go through the hardware that they were using. Like there's certain circuitry
Right.
shit, and there's even differences in components in the circuitry that
Yeah.
lend itself to
Mhm.
better or worse sound. Like
Right.
I know, like Death by Audio effects pedals, they go through every single transistor that they buy for their fuzzes, and they rate them based on value because there's a certain threshold, there's a certain
Right.
tolerance, and they go through and they only pick the exact ones so that it sounds the same every time.
Exact-
Because
yeah.
if you threw whatever in there, it would really change the difference. But there are guys who make like they take original mixers from the time period of Motown,
Mhm.
and they take the circuitry and they replicate it exactly into like a pedal or into like a preamp. And they're like, okay, now you can get really close. Like this is
right.
like the final 10% of
Yeah.
what this is going to
Dude,
sound.
they'll
like.
do that with
Which is pretty cool.
specific like compressors and shit. Like,
Yeah.
they'll
yeah.
like I know like there's some plugins you can get. It's like, okay, this is like this mixing engineer's LA2A like compressor,
Yeah.
which does sound different than how they're supposed to sound.
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
there was one I watched this video. They went in and they're like, why does it sound so crazy on this setting? And like there's like some short circuit or something like in the middle of the circuitry, and they're like, do you want us to fix it? He's like, no,
That's
no,
what I want.
please
That's
don't
what I
fix
want.
it.
Yeah.
And he's like, can you put that in the plugin? They're like, I guess. You sure?
Dude, that's awesome. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I was telling Lucas about this, Max. On Friday, I saw Stereophonic. Have you
Yeah.
heard of this? It's a musical on Broadway right now.
No.
It's not, well, I would say it's like a music-based play. I wouldn't call it a musical.
That's very specific.
But it
Okay.
it's the stage is the soundboard and of a studio, and then there's the studio with the glass and all the instruments behind it, and it's based or inspired by the Rumors recordings. So it's a 7-person show. It's 5 people in the band, 2 engineers, and that's the whole show. It's going through the recording process.
That's really cool.
And it is so fucking good. But there's this one scene where they like something jams in like the board and they have to like undo it and like power like air it out, like get rid of the dust or something because one of the like something's not
Little
working.
maintenance, yeah.
And they're freaking the fuck out. Like the people in the booth are fucking pissed. Like the band is like screaming at the engineers. So funny. But I don't know why that reminds me of that being like, no, keep it. They're like, this fucking sucks. Fix it now.
Dude, okay, this is such a funny back and forth. Like that engineer is like, oh, I love the fuzziness and the weirdness. Fleetwood Mac would be like, this sounds like shit.
Yeah.
There's no clarity in this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But then you listen to the record and you're
Yeah.
like, wow, they were so meticulous.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did not stand 1 ounce of saturation
Yeah.
that was more than necessary.
Yeah.
Or like it's the cleanest fucking
Yeah.
record.
It is so good. It
Yeah.
sounds so good.
That totally checks out.
It was
What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah.
Dude, that
Just
that
yelling
happened
at
to
it.
me.
They
That-
just abuse in the entire fucking show.
So here's the issue with plays like this is that makes other people think this is normal. That's not like I
don't know about that, though.
No, because it happened to me when I was an engineer.
Oh,
this shit
no.
did happen to me.
Okay, this is traumatizing to you?
because I agree. 99% of people will go, they're insane. But 1% of people is like, that's how you get results.
They're trying to fake it till they
Yeah.
make it. Yeah, this guy's
Fuck
no idea
you.
what he's
Yeah.
doing. He's like, I'll just be fucking me.
Yeah. And I swear to God,
Use your fucking ears.
when I was an engineer for vocals for like hip hop
Yeah.
artists for the 2 months I did it, like 3 times I started working on like that's not right. That sounds wrong. And I'm like,
how am I supposed to figure out like what it's supposed to sound like if I can't hear it first?
And then-
I have to hear it wrong to know how to fix it. Yeah.
And then they're the type of people who they'll be like, make it sound more crispy.
Yeah.
They'll
Give
make
words
make it
that are
sound more
non-musical.
scranky.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. And then you don't do anything, and they're like, yo, that sounds sick.
Yeah.
Great
Clear it
job.
up for me. Clear it up.
Make it
What?
more murky.
Clear it up.
Can I get that underwater
Yeah.
sound?
What
there's
Dude,
a-
I want it to
I hear a
sound
lot
like
of
I'm in
mud.
heaven.
It's
What?
It's like whatever like buzzword they heard on TikTok that week. It's like what they're using.
Yeah. They watched like one documentary about
Yeah.
someone, and they're like, well,
Yeah, they watched a Rick Rubin documentary. They're like,
Yeah.
well, if he doesn't know how to play,
Yeah.
he can do it, then I can also.
It's all about attack. Can I get
Everyone
more
always
attack
uses
on my
crisp.
vocal?
yeah. They always use crisp.
no,
Hey, turn up. Yeah.
Turn up the crisp on that. Hey, do you have auto tune on this? Take it off.
Yeah.
I don't think you should. I'll be honest. I don't.
Yeah.
I think no.
You got, but
Yeah, okay. And you press a button that does nothing.
You just press something just to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shut them up.
dude. That would
Max,
be
you got, but I was telling Luca, you have to go see this play.
I'd love to.
It
check
really
out.
is amazing. It's so good, and it's all original music. It's very good, and it's not a musical. So like they don't break into song and like sing to you.
Right.
They're like recording the song in the
That's
studio.
a
And, like,
very cool concept.
They all the actors play the instruments live, and
That's cool.
they are actually mixing live.
That's fucking awesome.
It's so cool.
Aaron is not lying to you because he told me like 5 times that night out of context
Yeah,
how much he loved it. Then he woke up the next morning and told me how much he loved it.
It's good. It was so good.
He's like, I'm still thinking about it.
And it's also so funny, and it's very
It's funny, too?
It's funny, it's serious, it's emotional. It's so good.
What's it called again?
Stereophonic.
Stereophonic.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check this out.
yeah. I think you
To the
would
viewer?
appreciate it if you like Fleetwood Mac stuff. You'll like it because of the similar style of music, and it's the '70s, and also from being in bands, you'll be like, whoa, like this is crazy.
Is there a moment in the show where they're about to split up and someone slams the door and then a drumstick falls off the shelf and then it hits the snare drum 3 times and everyone goes, "Wait, did you hear that? Was that-
No.
did you get that?" And then
That doesn't happen.
fucking Mick Fleetwood opens the door. He's like, "Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What was that?
Then they say, wait,
Play
do that again.
Do that again."
Wait, don't stop doing that.
And then everyone sits down at the piano and and then they just write the song instantly. The song is
Because then they'll go, wait, what'd you just say? I said, don't stop doing that. Don't stop
me.
to get out to my-
Don't stop me now.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't happen. But there are about 500 door slams.
Are there?
Yeah.
yeah.
People
There's
leave
just
this
someone's
to be
always
expected.
fucking pissed in the
Yeah.
show. Someone's always furious.
Dude.
But it is very good.
Can I just bring it back to Tim McGraw real quick before we move on?
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
He has a song called "Kill Myself."
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
did he remove it or is it still out?
No, it's still out.
You like it?
Is it good?
It's okay.
Is it? Wait, is it a
Kinda
dem-
just-
is
it's
it
like-
a demand or is it a?
It's a threat for sure. It's like
Is it? Wait, is it kill myself or kill myself?
kill myself. And so
Okay.
he saw the verse is
I'm
how
still
sad he
unclear
is,
on that.
and the chorus is I'm gonna kill myself.
Really? What the fuck?
And it's like
no way,
it's,
dude.
and
Come
it's a
on.
really long ass album, and it's the second to last song. Easily could have cut it. This was a cry
Second
for
to
help.
last is always like, let's just fucking get this out of here.
Yeah.
And
like-
you told me he
it's a good
doesn't write
song.
his songs, so like
Yeah, that's the other thing.
he
doesn't
heard it
write
and he
his
was like,
songs.
"That's the
Yeah.
one."
He heard it. He's like,
He selected it.
So maybe
Man,
s-
I do. I need that.
maybe
I
somebody will hear me this time. I'm gonna
Stop
kill
really gonna do
myself. Like, he sings it cool. Like he
Yeah,
sings
it's
it like
so-
it's a cool
like
thing
it's
to
a cool
This is
say.
thing.
getting demonetized.
This now, yeah.
Yeah, this will get.
You're
demonetized
welcome.
for
That's
sure.
really tough on us. We're gonna be hard
Yeah, I
hard
know, we're
month to pay
missing out.
rent with this one demonetized.
We're
can't
almost
believe-
we're almost to 1,000.
We can still save it. Tim McGraw committing sewer slide.
Saved.
Saved. Algorithm saved.
Good save.
Algorithm saved.
Great save,
Thanks, man.
Max.
Thanks,
that was
man.
incredible.
Yep.
So yeah, you're big. Hold on. I think you're doing this on purpose, and I just that's
Yeah.
Will Smith and Milk.
What's up?
Why are you playing DS while we're doing the podcast? I feel like you've been waiting for me to bring it up because you had it out.
I saw that it was
Why
open,
the
and I
fuck do you
thought,
have your DS
I
out?
thought you were doing a segment.
And why do you have a DS currently?
Well, funny story about that actually.
There it is.
I
knew he's.
Why
been
do I have a
waiting for
DS?
this.
Great
Yeah.
question. As I mentioned earlier, my family went on cruises.
Yeah.
My parents would go off and drink because that's what you do.
Well, you got involved with
Yeah.
scams.
and I won my scam. So the biggest scam of all, as everybody knows at the arcade, is the block tower that goes back and forth, and you press the button.
Not the scam. I've
press the
won
button.
multiple times.
But have you won a Nintendo 3DS?
No, I haven't.
Won that there?
I won this. Yeah, I won
a
it
cruise
there.
ship.
On a
You are
cruise ship,
God.
dude.
You know what?
Always
Those
wanted to do
that.
sidebar real quick. Those games, we are good at them because it's all rhythm based.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
It's
is.
like you get once you
I
get the
fucking
tempo.
love Tetris.
Once you get
dude.
the tempo,
Dude.
boom,
Big on Tetris.
boom.
Guitar
Boom.
Hero.
Love Tetris. Love Guitar
I
Hero.
will beat you at Guitar Hero. I don't know. There's very few people that I have not beaten at Guitar Hero. My brother and I were Guitar Hero sharks. Speaking of scams, we didn't scam people. You were
just
We
good.
would invite people over,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "Can we play Guitar Hero?" Like, I'm pretty good. And
Yeah.
my brother and I would be like, "Okay,
Yeah.
we're playing." And we'd
Yeah.
select expert. They'd be like, "We're playing on expert." I'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, you said you were good.
You said
I don't know.
Like the Ace of Spades.
Would you do the duels? Did you have the Guitar Hero 3? You played 2, though.
My brother and I, we started at Guitar Hero 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Played the whole thing. Easy, medium, hard, expert. Guitar Hero 2, expert. Guitar Hero 3, expert.
Damn.
All the way through.
Wow.
And then we got rock.
Do you
Band.
think you could do it
Yeah.
right now?
You
I
sell out.
still retain a good portion of that.
Yeah.
And then Liam and I in college, we got
You guys
into,
went, they went crazy.
we got into
They went
Clone Hero.
crazy.
Uh,
You guys
we
are
got into
scaring me
Carpal
with-
Tunnel Hero.
I was counting the days. Like, I'm gonna be honest. At first, I'm like, this is fun, and then I was counting the days to when it would like fall off.
When it will end.
I was like,
When
when
will
are
it
they
end?
gonna get sick of this? Because it was months.
It took a
Lucas was
long
watching
time.
from the stairs. The Billie Eilish song was playing in the back. When will it end?
Yeah, dude, I would walk
I
down the
want to
stairs.
play something
and
else.
I'm like, I'm gonna hang out, and I'm like, playing Guitar Hero.
I'd be like, I want to hang out and just be like plastic clacking together for the next
I'm
fucking
like,
4 hours.
this is not a good
And then
ambient sound.
Liam would be like, my fingers are kind of tingly.
Yeah,
He'd be
he had carpal
"Please
tunnel."
Stop. He
And he
actually
didn't.
got carpal
and he
tunnel.
didn't stop.
And he didn't stop.
It got bad.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine
you guys were good. You guys got really good, like scary good.
Liam started making his own charts. That's how fucking deep into the rabbit
made his
hole we
own
got. He
songs,
made his
yeah.
own
Yeah.
song to practice the patterns that were common so that he could practice them when they come up in real songs.
Imagine putting all of that work into something else.
I think about that often. if I would have done, if I would have like,
What if I just,
studied law with all that,
Yeah,
with all that
yeah.
effort, you know,
Dude,
or
you'd
like,
be chilling.
God, no, that's
But
so
that'd be
funny
lame,
because
though.
I'd be so bored. I would not do the
Yeah.
other thing. Like, I would need if like I'm passionate about something, I'll do it. But I don't think I would ever do that.
No, well,
I'm not a big video game guy unless it's like
unless it's like Dance Dance Revolution.
do you guys have a?
I'm not a big Dance Dance
Can you
Revolution.
plug this in somewhere? Is there, or is that the
So
only?
it's my-
sorry. I'm
It's just my job all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Hey Max,
Plug in your thing.
you're the person that can move around more than us right now.
yeah, that's true.
I'm
fucking
trapped
free and
behind
clear.
this bar.
You guys are imprisoned by your technology, and I.
and you know what?
wireless.
I was having a great day, Max.
Hey, that sucks.
Speaking
Oh,
of
does it?
Speaking
Because,
of my technology,
No, hold on. 1 second.
No, I'll let
I
you
had
go.
a rogue chive in my breakfast sandwich this morning. Everything was looking up.
You had a rogue
then-
shot.
and now-
So you were excited about that?
A rogue chive? Yeah.
It's delicious. Can you call this episode Rogue Chive?
You want it to be rogue
Yeah.
chive? Yeah. There was a rogue chive
Star
in my
Wars
breakfast
rogue
sandwich.
chive.
It was amazing. It was incredible. I was like, oh, what's this crunch? It couldn't be. I thought it was something bad at first. And then then the flavor hit me.
Yeah, baby.
And it was a chive.
You get sausage on yours, right?
Yes, I do.
Dude, that's
sir.
pretty good with sausage on that.
Oh, it was so good. And I put the hot honey on it. We got free hot honey yesterday.
Oh,
yeah, we
free
did.
hot honey, Max.
Do you guys want to get lunch after this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you want to get?
What do you want to get? Where do you want to go?
I don't
You
know.
want to get something
What do you
good?
wanna feel?
Can we get something like
I
yummy?
want to get something.
Great
I want to
idea.
get something that tastes gross.
Okay,
and
maybe
disgusting and ruins my day.
Fine.
I got some rat poison. You want that? I could
I'm
spray.
not
I could
feeling rat poison.
could
Sure.
spray you down with
You're-
some like anti-ant.
Are you
repellent.
feeling all right? You're always down for rat poison.
You know, rat poison. I just ate rat poison yesterday.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, do you want rat poisson?
Ooh, what's that?
That's rat fish.
I didn't take French. I
Oh,
don't.
idiot. All right.
All right.
So
I'll
your
remember that
fucking
later.
DS. Bring up your
Didn't
DS.
realize you're sleazy like that.
Yeah, you guys
Take
are.
fucking French.
So you won this on the awesome game on the cruise.
Yeah. And apparently it's extremely hard and rare, and
Okay.
it's just complete luck that I happen to be the person to have tried it
I've
that time.
never heard of anyone.
I asked.
Anyone.
I asked, and
I've
she's
only won
like,
tickets.
"You have to. You they have to make enough money in the machine to pay for everything like 5 times over before they'll give out a machine.
Oh, so it's an actual
completely
scam.
rigged.
It is completely rigged. I happen to show up at the right time.
Wow.
But I did spend like $30 playing the game, which great deal.
Hey, for a DS.
And it wasn't even my money.
Because you were
Because I was a child. It was my parents. But I brought it back and I learned how to what did they call it for phones? Jailbreak it. So like
You've jailbroken a DS?
yeah.
Hey, you get it for $30.
And
why not?
I'm just downloading illegally all of the games that are any good for it.
You're really into jailbreaking after Shawshank, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, dude. Let me out.
Oh yeah, how'd you like that? You finished the rest of it.
Yeah,
after I left.
it was really good.
God,
Great
it's
movie.
Great
It's a
movie.
great movie.
Great film.
But I kept bringing. I'm just having it around because we were watching that daily show, the Yak, that podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just chilling. they will just walk away, not say anything. Well, some guy's on his phone half the time.
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, I like that vibe. That is,
Yeah.
I like that's like very chill. It's not a big deal. We're still hanging out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll just bring my DS. Because currently I'm installing games.
Lucas, I think you're forgetting that works because there's 8 people on that show. There's 2 on this one normally. And then sometimes Max comes in.
And I'm as funny as at least 4. So you do the math.
That's
You
true.
do the math. Anyway, I wanted to bring this up. Also, I thought it would be funny because if I did it while you couldn't yell at me for using it, it'd be funny for you to make faces at the camera.
Okay.
I want to bring this up because I had a joke for this.
It's Will Smith and milk.
It's Will Smith with the milk.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but what is your Wi-Fi password?
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt, Max, but back to the joke I was making. So this is I saw this the other day and I thought of this, so I'm just gonna say it.
Okay.
Get your ass out of my goddamn milk.
Wait, he's in milk?
Get your ass out of my goddamn milk.
How have I never noticed?
Keep your ass out of
Keep
my
your sweaty
goddamn
ass.
milk.
How have I not noticed that he's sitting in milk?
Isn't that crazy?
Keep my wife's name out your damn mouth.
And based on his pose, it looks like his assumption was this would be really sexy.
Yeah,
if I put my sweaty balls into
There's-
this fucking milk.
What I'm hoping is that
It
it
was
wasn't water, and when he got in, it went white. I don't know what disease that is, but it's bad. Things aren't good.
Chris Rock's
They're
like,
gonna be studying
it was
him.
a got milk joke.
Yeah. That's good. I like that.
That's good.
It's a got milk joke.
Which is, by the way, is the best part of that whole interaction. Is after
It's a G.I. Jane joke.
Jane joke. It's just so matter of fact.
Yeah. It's like if I wanted to hurt her feelings, I could have. Fact or crap?
Fact.
Yeah, it is.
Knew it.
What?
I knew it.
Was that the
I'm
game?
sure you guys have heard this before because
Okay.
it's like millennial cringe.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's your wheelhouse.
Oh, thanks, man.
Got him, dude.
If you tickle a rat,
Ugh.
it will laugh.
Oh.
Rats will laugh if you tickle them.
There's
No.
no way.
No,
Is
this
that a
is because
fact?
you had a rat.
I did have a rat.
You had one of those freak rats.
What makes him a freak?
He's house trained.
Yeah, he was house trained.
I'd rather have a badass rat.
Like one that bites. Like one like
Yeah,
fucking
I
bites
want
you.
one. I want one
Yeah.
to kill me.
No,
dude.
I want a cat that would kill rats.
You want a cat that would kill like the rats here?
Yeah, dude.
I feel like he'd get like toxic poison. Like
Yeah,
he'd be like
probably, but
irradiated.
But he'd be the strongest cat alive. You know what I mean?
But how many cats would you have to go through that die before you get that cat?
So many.
How many would you?
So many.
How many cats would you sacrifice?
I'd have to
Aaron?
breed them.
You would.
I'd have to breed cats.
You're on some dumb shit right now, dude.
I'm sorry.
And then they
I'm imagining
kill all
a
the rats.
future of you where you're a cat breeder.
I'm a cat breeder, and then I send the cats out into the world to kill all the rats.
Go,
And they
my-
get stronger every time.
Go, my lovelies, go,
Go.
go.
I'm the wicked witch with her flying monkeys. It's just me with my cats.
And you also knit now.
I just become a cat
But
lady.
dude. Do you know how how horrible your house would smell if you bred cats.
Yeah, it'd be terrible.
Do you know that cat smell?
Yeah, it's really bad.
What's fun? Not everybody
It's-
has
it's
cats,
the-
but
it's the,
some
like,
people, not everybody who has
unneutered
cats have the
cats.
cat smell. Do you think that's what that is? Cat
like,
piss?
because they're always like marking their territory and pissing everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that while camping?
No, Lucas, I haven't marked my territory with piss.
I have.
You tell me
You've
you
just
haven't
been,
pissed
what do you
on
mean?
your
You're
tent?
like, this is my tree now?
You piss in
Yeah.
a circle around your tent to avoid bear attacks.
Have you ever yelled at?
You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Aaron hates camping.
I do hate camping. You haven't ever like say like an animal comes up on your tree, tries to pee. Have you ever like yelled at it? Get the fuck off my tree! I pissed on that. It's my tree.
Well, no, he wouldn't, because if he smelled my testosterone on that tree, he'd know better.
He would know better.
He'd know
'cause
better.
Your piss is potent. I've smelled your
Potent
bathroom.
piss.
It's disgusting. in there.
Smell like acetone in there.
Honestly, Aaron, your bathroom isn't that much better.
I think so.
You agree? Thank you.
No, I think it's way better
Oh,
than yours.
yeah.
Your toilet is stained.
What?
It's stained on the inside, yellow.
Down?
Yeah,
No.
for sure.
No, there's something going on in that toilet.
Yep.
I try to
You
pee,
think so
I try to
too?
pee it off, like like you try to aim for it with my pee to get a
Are you
little
serious?
Yeah.
piece off of the side of it. Yeah, dude.
It's gross.
I don't think it's a piss stain. I think it's
No,
it's
I
like
think
it's
it's
like a
just-
little
it's-
bacteria thing.
Yep.
It's like
Oh.
a little.
It's lack of cleaning.
Really? Yeah, dude.
Now I'm worried.
You should be worried.
What if it's coming out of my body?
Cassie's in for it.
No, it's just something that happens to toilets. It's not a big deal. It's just there.
Do I need to do something about
You
it?
probably scrub her down once
Probably
in a while.
scrub her
Well,
down even
I
more.
do.
Maybe
Once,
do
at least once a month. Maybe more
It's
often than
better.
that.
But are you just scrubbing or are you actually cleaning? You're putting in the soap, you're putting
I
in
got
the
soap.
stuff,
I got
you're
soap.
scrubbing it down.
I'm scrubbing.
Mm.
I mean, we all know I'm the only one who does it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
But I do it. I do it. That's gross to hear.
It helps. It doesn't
Do-do.
help that you don't have a window in your bathroom.
So I think something's up with Cole. Every time there's like an issue or like some cleanliness thing in the bathroom,
Well,
I'm
of
like,
course it is.
it's got to be Cole. Couldn't be me.
But
Could never be me.
But the thing is, that means you have to be extra vigilant.
Yeah,
do
you're
have to be
you're
extra
cleaning for two
vigilant.
people. You know,
Yeah.
you're eating for two people now. You have to be careful.
Nom, nom, nom,
drinking.
No more
He's pregnant.
cigarettes or
He's
drinking.
pregnant. Yeah.
I'm drinking for two. Little Bubby Jr.'s gonna
Is your name
Bobby Jr.
Is your name Bubby?
That's a crazy thing to name a child.
Jewish
he's
Jewish
be 50.
grandmother?
yeah.
Bubby?
He's gonna be 40. Bubby Jr.
well, her daddy's name is Bubby, so his name is Bubby too.
All right, guys. I have a segment that I'd like to
Okay.
introduce.
Hit me with it.
I'm trying to decide on what to call it. I think it's going to be called Craigslist crap.
Okay. Okay.
So
Sure.
this is me browsing. I'm addicted to the missed connections board on Craigslist. New York
Okay.
missed connections board
Yeah.
is insane.
What
dude.
is it? What is missed connections?
So for those of you who don't know, Craigslist missed connections is an ancient way
okay.
of, like, let's say you wanted to see a girl again. You don't have her number. Maybe you see her at the grocery store and you chit chat for a minute. You go to Craigslist Missed Connections and you post and you say, cute blonde at Key Food this day. We chatted about this and that. If you see this, send me an email.
Interesting.
That exists?
Yes.
Wow.
And there's thousands of posts on this.
It can't work.
It never works.
How would it work? Why would those
What
women
young
be on
attractive
there?
They would
girl
never.
is going to Craigslist Missed Connections.
No woman's gonna do that.
So 90% of this post is like weird old perverts.
Yeah.
But once in a while you get something. Okay. So here's one that I just found. Cute brunette, female on A train at 14th Street. This was 7 hours ago.
No.
You couldn't keep your eyes off my bulge.
No.
We made quick eye contact, smiled, then I had to get off the train. So imagine. So that's a tame one. That's a very tame one. Dude, you guys
What
are in
the
for some
fuck?
shit.
Oh my
Okay.
People are
Okay,
way
here's-
creepier than I thought.
They're
they
so
were.
much creepier than
So
I
much
thought.
worse. So that was in Manhattan. Here's another one. Brooklyn, Snapdragon, 16 hours ago. By Bushwick Ave. I'm a little stoned tonight, and my dirty old man mind got to thinking, it'd be
No.
hot to let a woman watch me masturbate. But herein lays the problem. Where are the women who are into that?
God.
And a lot of these
name? Strap Dragon?
No, the title. You don't actually put your name or anything, and then it gives you like a general location of where you are.
Okay.
It said Snapdragon.
Oh, Snapdragon.
Yeah, there's a lot of
is
stuff.
probably
That's the
gonna
whole thing?
become
This is
Snapdragon.
every post is like this, and there's a lot of spam on it and whatever. But once in a while, you find something that you're like, "Whoa, dude!"
Yeah.
Like there was one that I found. I can't find it. And a lot of the time they get deleted later on or whatever.
Right,
So I
yeah.
got to take screenshots as soon as I see it. But
Yeah.
there was one that was like, it was like Dave. And it was like, Dave, if you're out there, man, I'd like to hang out one last time. Don't have very much time left.
Oh my God,
And I was just,
Why are you on there? Why are you on Craigslist? You don't have Dave's number?
Friend. So I was on the subway reading this like, oh, this is going to be great. And then I was like, oh.
That's
Don't have much
This guy's like final
No,
glass thrashing.
He
is
just
like
wants to
going on
fucking drink a brew
Craigslist.
with his friend and
before he dies.
and he's going to
sad.
Craigslist.
So
Mission.
something
so
tells me
sad.
that somehow like he's just like an internet person who's just way too dramatic and doesn't know it, and he's really just he's getting on a plane in an hour.
What if
So,
he's-
like, something like
what do you mean?
very,
What if
like,
he's in his
mild.
hospital bed?
That's what it sounds like.
What if
That's what I think is happening.
he's
He's terminally
actually
ill.
going to die, Lucas?
Well, we're all gonna die someday, Aaron.
Yeah,
We are gonna.
I'm next.
What?
You're next.
I'm next.
Aaron,
What happened?
I gotta go.
Sorry, I think I just aged 70 years quickly. This would be a very good spot to fuck with people. So I hope I would love it if a lot of these people are fucking.
I
with
was-
people.
No. Listen.
I gotta be
Because,
honest. I
like-
had this thought immediately.
Like, what if you're like, I couldn't believe how hairy your legs were. I miss you. We looked at each other briefly on the subway. All I want to do is shave them. Post.
Yeah.
Dude,
Let
there
me
was
shave your legs.
and the crazy
F-seeking
part is
M.
the fetish shit that you find on
dude,
it. Like,
that's
like
par for
what?
the
One
course.
that I-
That's par for the
there's
course.
some that I see where I'm like, I don't want to know anymore. Like there was one that was like, I'm not kink shaming. I'm just saying it's it's crazy that you're putting it on Craigslist. That's the part that weirds me out, right? Like there are websites for you. And there was one. There was one where it was like looking for a local squeezer tonight, looking for someone to squeeze me. And I'm
Oh.
like, squeeze you? I think they mean like actually like just bear hug me.
Maybe a
Yeah.
squish, more of a squish.
Did you
And
look
there's-
into that more?
I
Oh.
didn't,
Yeah,
but
I
I
don't
know
wanna
there's
know.
some sexual element to it. But
Yeah.
again, going on Craigslist
Yeah.
misconnections is not the place to go. Go somewhere else.
Go elsewhere.
Kind of get being squeezed. Kind of
I'll
get
squeeze. Yeah.
I enjoy being
If I'm
squeezed,
hugging, I'm
but
squeezing.
I don't get turned on by being hugged.
No, I
Most
don't,
of the time.
there's
No.
nothing sexual about it.
No, by
But
being
it's
being
like a it's
squeezed.
kind of like massage, you know.
Yeah.
But
Having
like-
the life
If
squeezed out of
it's
me.
squeeze, then yeah. Squeeze is more massagey.
I used to do it to my cousin unprompted. He hated
Okay.
it.
Oh, yeah. You told us about this. Yeah.
He hated that
You
shit.
used to squeeze your cousin.
I would also hate that if you squeezed me really hard.
As soon as I
unprompted.
saw him, so every time he would see me for the first time in a day, he'd like just get really scared. And I thought that was really funny.
you terrorized your cousin, dude.
What
Well,
else?
and some
you were
people
the
they
weird
squeeze.
cousin.
I was the weird cousin. I was,
Some people
I
they
was a
squeeze
fake
and
cousin.
but it
Still the
becomes a
weird cousin.
squish. You don't
Yeah.
want that.
Or
You don't want
becomes
a
a
squeeze to
crack.
become a squish. Yeah. And then it becomes a snap.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
You don't want to get snapped in half. Snapdragon will find you.
Snapdragon will find you.
Do you have any more?
Oh, dude, I'll keep looking. I used to have a bunch saved, but then I went back to the links. They were all dead. I think everyone posted was like, "Nah, I gotta take this down."
This
Yeah.
is
I
like
gotta
when
take
we
this down."
ruined
Well,
Reddit.
This is like when we were. I think if I was a bad person,
Mhm.
I would make a lot of money on that area. I feel like that's like people screaming scammy.
Yeah.
Like I'm that woman.
Yeah.
You could just say that.
Well, no. See, there's an unwritten rule set on this as well. So some people looking for the misconnection will put like, what color was the bag that I had? Or what
Oh.
color was the jacket I was wearing? So that way, it's like there's
Just
less of a
guess.
chance.
One
Yeah,
of them's
you
gonna
could
you're gonna
guess.
You're gonna get one of
Good
them.
guess. Here's another one. 2 on the train 3 days ago in Midtown. Are you this couple? This is a shot in the dark, and I have had no success finding you yet. To the couple who sat next to me on the commute home a couple weeks ago, already they're gone. You're never going to find these people.
Yeah.
We hit it off and spent some time chatting. You seem to want to continue the evening, but hit my stop and I had to jump, and we never exchanged contact information. If you happen to see this, reach out. Are you still out there? Your Italian finance friend.
What?
What? It's some
So some of them you get questions where you're like, is there a sexual element to this
That
or not?
must have.
If you're posting to misconnections, I think you're not posting to be friendly.
No.
Like, oh, I just want to hang
Yeah.
out. It's like
because it's
you want a
you're
three-way.
ashamed. If you're posting there,
Yes.
you're ashamed of what you're posting.
You're posting
Yeah.
in the knowing
desperate
that
and
also
ashamed.
like yes, it's desperate.
Nobody is that desperate to find somebody unless there's some sexual element.
Yes,
I wouldn't
it's-
do
yeah.
that because I was like, they seem kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, nobody does that.
Yeah,
Like you either have to be really horny or dying. Like
Yeah.
like Dave's
Like
friend.
dying
Dave.
like Dave,
Friend.
dying like Dave. Don't have much time left.
Oh,
You know what?
dude, that's
find-
heartbreaking.
Jesus.
I hope he found Dave.
I hope he did.
Yeah,
Something's telling me he's dead and he didn't. But let's hope.
there was dude.
He's dead and he didn't. Come on.
Come on, man.
There's such a good ring to it too. Yeah, but
Let's
he's
hope
dead.
he's
He's
dead.
dead.
He didn't. He ain't
Tim-
getting any deader.
New Tim McGraw song.
He's dead and he didn't.
He's dead and he didn't.
Posting on Craigslist.
That would be a great Tim McGraw song. Pitch it to him.
Yeah, right
He needs new
after Kill
material.
Myself. Kill myself and then
Kill myself.
Dead and he
And then we
didn't.
entitle Dave, are you still out there?
Yeah.
Actually, that's fantastic. Dead and he didn't. But after I'm gonna kill myself, it's like, well, he's dead, but he didn't kill himself.
Yeah,
so how did he
right,
do
yeah.
it?
So how did he die? How did he die?
No, we don't know.
Some may
Wow.
have
I don't know.
questions.
Pitch it to him in G, and he'll figure it out.
He
didn't,
he didn't.
Oh man,
God. So let's do some Is It Weirds,
Oh, I love Is It Weird?
and we'll call it a day. After an opinion, don't know what that means. My girlfriend and I are at odds about this particular question.
Oh, this is deal breaking.
Is it weird that she wants to dress for a costume party as Courtney Love and her almost 6-year-old son as Kurt Cobain?
Yeah.
We were going to go together in those outfits, but now I can't go. She wants her son to go as Kurt. I say it is weird. She thinks it's not. Her defense was mothers that dress up as Princess Fiona and sons who dress as Shrek is the same
The
thing.
thing is that dressing like Courtney Love is not
we
a good look because that's like dressing like a dictator or something. Like you're just like
Yeah.
dressing as
She said this is lighthearted.
Yeah.
And is she weird for wanting to do that, or am I weird for thinking it's weird?
What is the vibe of the rest of the costume party? That matters a lot to me. If everyone else is also dressing,
Yeah, is it a dictator costume party?
is it a
Is it
mean
a
person?
horrible person?
Is it a
costume party?
horrible
Is it
person
a person who's
costume party?
caused people to die?
Yeah.
Is it a possible murderer, but we'll never know?
Yeah.
Possible murder, but we'll never know. It's like someone dressing as OJ. Like,
Is it,
Okay, well, we do know.
heroin addict? Like, yeah. Like, what
People
are
who
we
should've
trying to
gone
be?
to jail, maybe?
are we doing someone who drugs people?
Which, by the
and
way,
gets them
can
really
we
addicted to things and ruins their career when they're like really important to music and society,
And is proud of it and like
And,
had
yeah.
no issue like being successful
and was going
herself
to be even more
afterwards.
successful and probably be
And,
one of the best.
and,
of all
it's probably
time.
a
Morally
little bit. There's a
corrupt.
little bit of gray area because he might have actually just done it by himself anyway because he was very depressed. But she
Yes.
maybe accelerated and spiraled him a little bit more.
Nobody really
so it's hard to
knows,
really
and,
tell where the
you
line
know,
is.
they
But-
put a
but
picture of a
being an
naked
enabler
baby
is
on
still
a
bad in
cover,
every
and
sense
there
of the
was,
word.
you
Of
know,
course, because she
baby's
probably
penis was
contributed
on
to
a
some level of
cover
his
and-
downward spiral.
Being Shrek and Fiona is also weird.
I'm
that's
Fiona
also
and my
really
son
weird.
is Shrek.
Dressing
Yeah,
a husband
I'm
and
sorry.
wife duo where your son is the husband is weird.
That's like
It's a little strange.
It's weird.
I think
That's
one
weird.
year
What's
old, that's
crazy
cute.
is
Yeah.
that I don't think this guy's not asking if it's weird that they're doing Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain. He's saying it's weird that she's asking he can't go now that she wants her son to be Kurt.
Wait,
That's the weird
he
part.
can't go?
He can't go. So the weird he's asking, is it weird that she now wants her son, her 6-year-old son, to be Kurt Cobain and she'll be Courtney Love?
So he doesn't think it's weird that she's dressing up like Courtney
I don't
Love.
think so. That's not what I'm getting from this.
I think
I don't think that part of it is weird.
Yeah, that part isn't necessarily weird.
Asking your
However,
son.
I think the only way this works and is not weird is if you think it's funny, and they don't.
Mm.
I think it
Yeah.
is funny. I think it'd be hilarious to dress your son up as like Kurt Cobain,
I do think that is funny.
and like
Mm.
you would be his like heroin addicted lover. Like that's really funny because it's fucked up.
How old is the son?
6.
just old enough to understand what happened to Kurt.
Well, I mean, Nirvana loves naked babies, so like that's fine.
That's true.
So
yeah.
no big deal.
I don't like it. I think it's weird. I think
it's a little strange.
I
I don't think a child who's 6 should be dressed
up as
as
Kurt
Kurt
Cobain.
Cobain.
yeah, given what happened to him.
Yeah,
I feel like
I think
that
the whole
name is
band is an
laden.
adult concept. That'd be like dressing your kid like the singer of Cannibal Corpse. People would be like, "Does he listen to Cannibal
Yeah.
Corpse?" Like,
see, I would do it if I thought it was funny, but like they don't.
yeah,
They clearly don't. I think it's even weird. Like, pick a different costume. Do Shrek and Fiona.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
That would
still
be a more
I still
child-appropriate
don't like
costume.
it, but it's funny.
It's better than
More
Cobain
None
and
of this
Courtney
is okay
Love,
to me.
Lucas.
I think it's all weird unless you think it's funny, unless you have some comical element about
I
it.
don't think it's funny.
I think it's kind of funny.
I don't think
I think it's kinda
I don't
funny.
think they're thinking it's funny.
No, they definitely
they
don't think
think
it's
it's funny. It's weird. I think it's weird.
It's weird. It's just weird.
I think this whole situation is fucking weird. Why is everyone making such a weird thing about all this?
Yeah,
It feels like
Why is it
someone's
such a-
taking this too seriously.
Why is it such a point of contempt between her and her husband that
Yeah.
he had to come and post about it and get validation from strangers?
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes on Reddit
something's
posts,
wrong.
I'm like, dude, go outside.
Yeah,
They post like I get recommended like communities of it'll be like male fashion and it'll be like a guy wearing jeans and a t-shirt. They'll be like, is this too much? It's like, go outside. No, you're wearing a normal outfit.
dude. I'm sorry. I've seen that same subreddit, and then I've seen a guy post, and I'm like, thank God you posted, because this is really bad.
Oh, really?
And everybody in the comments is like, dude, don't do that.
I've never seen a bad looking person post or like an outfit that's fucked up. It's always like normal. And I'm like, you just look like a normal person.
Yeah.
Why are you asking like for this?
so you got to sort by
wild.
controversial.
yeah. Most downvotes. Yeah. Anyway.
That's wild.
Wow.
I got one more.
Yeah.
Is it weird to stand up while wiping?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All three of us are sitters?
Yeah.
Sitting and wiping. Yeah.
It's 50-50.
Some might
it's a
say-
50-50 split among the population. I don't know if you guys know this.
Some might say that's cursed, but I think it's easier. Any feedback? That's how I'm reading this.
Is that Australian?
I don't know what it was.
The
It's something
feedback
that
that I
just
would
came out.
have
I
is
appreciate the
you
effort.
look
Yeah,
like a
thank
little baby boy. That's like the equivalent of peeing at the urinal and your pants drop to your knees and you lift your shirt up like this.
Yeah.
Like that's what it feels like. You're standing up to get in there. Why do you need to stand up
By
to
the
get
way,
in there?
how infinitely harder is it to get between your butt cheeks at that point?
Your shitty cheeks pressed together
Yeah,
and then you
cake.
wipe. That's what I
Yeah,
don't like
it's
about
like
it.
it's like there might be like a little bit, and now it's like smothered, like mayonnaise on a
In.
sandwich
Yeah.
being pressed
Oh,
together.
you got to shit Sammy down.
Yeah, and that's what happened. Half or more. I was the minority in my high school of my friends. We
They
had
all
this conversation.
stood? They all stood?
Most of them stand.
you got dirty ass friends, literally.
Do they wipe front to back or back to front? Towards balls or away from balls?
You go away from. You have to.
Yeah,
go
you
away
have
from.
to, hold on.
People are going 2 balls.
Hold on.
I do both.
I do both. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, there you go. There you
So
go.
I do
There you go. Gotta be
I
safe.
do away a couple times, and then once I'm sure,
couple
that-
times.
yeah, at least
Okay.
twice. I do at least twice.
We have,
Just I want to make sure
bad
that
bowel
most of the
issues over
debris
here
is
at this
gone.
house.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the other way because you get a different angle. And honestly, you can have an almost clean wipe one way and then have a not clean wipe the other way.
That is
Just
true.
very
Actually,
interesting.
yes, that is true.
That's why you
That's
go
why you
both.
got it.
I've had that happen.
If you want to be completely clean, you come at it at all angles.
Yeah.
The asshole is 360 degrees, ladies.
It
and
is a
gentlemen.
hole. It's a circle.
To approach it from one angle.
Yep.
Is elementary.
It's a sarlacc
Frankly,
pit.
it's unacceptable.
Yeah. It is a sarlacc pit. But
It's inconscionable.
either way, whichever direction you're wiping, it's worse standing up.
Yeah,
You're
for
not going to
sure.
get clean. You're not going to be clean.
And
You're
it's
weird.
crazy.
That's
But-
very weird.
So
Yeah, what's his
apparently,
name?
also these people don't stand all the way up. Like they're not straight up. They're bent a little bit. So they look worse than you think they look.
Yeah.
That just
They're-
too many
it's
moving
like
parts. Too many moving parts. Why do that?
There's one
I like
comment.
that face.
There's one comment that says, "No, the fuck." So they stand
yeah.
too. There's a lot of people that stand, and I think they all are horrible.
They're horrible people.
Wow.
They're dirty people.
Dirty.
You're a dirty,
probably
disgusting,
stinky people.
menace to society.
And
Yeah.
I want them to die off eventually. Eventually. They don't have to die now.
we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
I want them to die off. The next Tim McGraw song.
I want stand wipers to die.
I survived, but I want them to die off.
If you're a stand wiper, get in the comments and defend yourself.
Yeah.
We'll delete your
Please
comment.
Are you going to take this from us?
Delete your
We're going to
account.
delete your account. I'm going to report you to the authorities.
Unless you're a subscriber, in which we will applaud you.
Yeah.
And thank you for being here. But anyway, that's all we got for today. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe. We're at 981 subscribers.
That's so close.
We're
to 1,000.
19
That's so
away.
sick.
You're edging
We have
us.
to get there. You are. And that's rude, I think. Nope. Put it back.
Put
it back.
I hated
That
that.
was the most sexual thing we've ever done together, and we've kissed. I didn't like that.
Wow.
I didn't like that. Yeah, something forcefully entered my body because of what you
No,
did.
you were gonna wet
I
willy
really
me.
hated that.
I was gonna pretend to. Go ahead.
I had no choice but to stop it. I had to stop.
You were prepared to shove Lucas's whole hand into his mouth and kill him.
I was.
Yeah, he was.
To prevent that wet
I don't know
willy.
what.
I respect.
I don't know
it.
what
respect it.
what
I
my
get
plan
it.
was, but push was the first.
You stopped it. You stopped it from happening.
No, you went.
That was
You went.
excellent.
We need to reverse this. I need to undo. Control Z. And then it went back, which didn't make it less wet. By the way, it
Yeah,
got more wet.
Yeah. Made it more extreme.
God.
Guys, I really like the TSA video also.
Yeah,
I'm going
thank
to
you
shout
so
this out
much.
for you guys because
Thank
I
you.
thought Sarah and I laughed out loud.
Good.
Multiple
Laughed out loud?
times. It was
Yeah.
very fun.
I'm glad.
Very
an-
good.
Hell yeah. Yeah, go watch that video.
For those of
please.
you at home who are on Reddit, that's LOL. That's what that means. That means LOL.
All right, that's all we got. We'll see you next week.